Hi Star, welcome to this channel. So today we're going to be looking at what you need to know right now. So any important things that need to be highlighted in your life, anything that you need to know urgently through spirit, through ancestors, your angels, whoever comes through and wants to give you a message. Pause this video, take a moment to meditate on this, maybe get a pendulum out. I've got one right here, for example. So you can just put it on top and say, do I pick group number 1, do I pick group number 2 or 3, and then see whichever one shows yes or no. You can do it that way. You can meditate on it and try not to look at the crystals. I know they're there, but try not to look at them. I hope you enjoyed this video and let's get into it. Hi, group number 1. So this is everything that you needed to know. And this is your crystal. To be honest, I don't really know what this is called, so if anyone knows in the comments down below, I would really appreciate that. And if you can write the meanings too, then that would be great. But it is blue, and for some reason it really reminds me of an angel. I don't know why. When I look at this, I think of the angelic realm. So I would say if this is something that you believe in, definitely look more into it. Maybe look at guardian angels, or some of you might be very spiritual, you might be even aware of any angels around you, things like that. So this definitely comes to my head, which makes me think that any messages you get, it probably is directly from your angels. Let's just pop that there. I'm going to get to these not now, so I'm going to put this away from the camera a little bit. You might not see it, but yeah, so let's get into these cards first. Oh wow, yay, and not so yay. okay, it is a little bit all right. Okay, it's coming together actually. Okay, group number 1. So I see that you have a wish and it's coming true. You have the 9 of Cups, which is literally a wish come true card. So that is so nice. Yeah, you have a wish coming true. So anything that you've been thinking about is coming into fruition. I do sense that for a lot of you, this could be money. And the reason why I say that is because we have the 5 of Pentacles right here. And the 5 of Pentacles, guys, can I get a pen? I'm so sorry if this looks horrible, but I just really like pointing at the cards. But the 5 of Pentacles is great because, well, sorry, it's not great. What? I don't know why I just said that. Yeah, it's not great because it's more of a fear of being alone or being stripped of maybe anything financial that you have. So any assets, any wealth that you have, it's probably that a lot of you are also struggling with money. Yeah, a lot of you might be struggling with money, so that's why I feel like you're wishing for money or wishing for better opportunities to be able to get money. I also sense that you're feeling kind of alone. With the 5 of Pentacles as well, it might not be necessarily like actual financial difficulties. It could be either the fear of financial difficulties or the fear of being alone. So the fear of, yeah, because you know that saying, I don't know if this is a saying in English actually, but there's, you know, it's kind of like having loved ones around you, having good relationships with people is actual wealth. Like that is considered to be wealth with some people, and I feel like you might be struggling with that. But yeah, so this splits into 2 for some of you. For some of you, it's definitely money issues. You're struggling maybe on a minimum wage, maybe you've lost your job because of the times we're at now, or just in general money is just not really coming in for you, or it's just being a bit of an issue for you, and that's definitely coming through. It could be that some of you have lost your job, or some of you didn't really get an interview or something, so it could be around there. And the reason why I say that is because the next card is a 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is a lost opportunity. So I really want to show this to you guys. So I mean, you can see this, the 5 of Cups character, I guess. He's looking at the 3 cups that have fallen over here, and he's really sad about it. So it's definitely like, consider these 3 cups as your opportunities that you've maybe lost, or that have been taken away from you, or, you know, there's some sort of, you know, an end of a contract or a relationship, and you're sad about it, and these 2 are pointing at each other, so which makes me think that it's about the same thing. It's left you feeling a bit lonely. It's left you feeling like, what do I do now? Like, I don't have any money coming in, or, you know, whatever has ended, or whatever has that you've lost. Maybe you didn't get an interview, or you didn't get a place at a university or a college, or whatever stage you're at life, and it's making you really sad. But But the really good thing is, you have a wish coming true, so don't worry too much about this. Don't be so stuck in this situation, and don't be too worried, which, I mean, I can see you are a bit worried looking at, you know, this. Don't be too worried, because you have still 2 cups here left. There's some opportunities that maybe you haven't realized, maybe you haven't even come across yet, or maybe you didn't even know was possible. I don't know, but there's definitely, I don't know if you can see, but let's bring it closer. There's 2 cups here, and he's got his back turned to it, so he's like, he's not even realizing that there's still, you know, not everything is lost, not everything is like doom and gloom. It's not, you're not at the end. Like, this isn't, it's not going to stop here. There's definitely more coming in for you, and especially there's, you know, there's confirmation that's more coming for you because of the 9 of cups, sorry. It's a wish come true, so keep wishing for, like, keep manifesting it. Don't be so stuck on it. Keep manifesting it. Know that money comes easily for you, you know, that sort of mentality. And with the Emperor as well, I definitely feel like there is more order coming into your life. There's more structure and more power. You're feeling more powerful. Like, the Emperor is all about power and control, but not in a bad way, definitely in a good way. It's like, it's more power and control over your life and over your decisions, over your responsibilities, that sort of thing. So it's definitely maybe, you know, with previous relationships with people, whether it's romantic or not, it could literally just be your family or your friends. Maybe boundaries was an issue for you, and that's why you felt so lonely, or you were scared to speak up because you were scared to be alone, and now you are, and it's like, not everything's lost. You know what I mean? And with the Emperor, no, it's like, not everything's lost, A, and B, you're becoming a boss. Like, you're already a boss, don't get me wrong, you're already a boss, but you just don't realize it, or maybe you're starting to realize it. But with the Emperor, you're gonna realize it, and this is coming strong. This is, this really caught my attention. Yeah, this really caught my attention. I definitely see more organization, I see more power, I see more control over your life and your decisions. So don't worry about this, focus on this and focus on this, okay? And lastly, for this deck, we have the 10 of the 10 of Pentacles. And okay, so there is a lot of there's 2 cups and 2 pentacles. Yeah, so the cups for me is all about like relationships and bonds, and the pentacles is all about money and success. So those 2 seem to be, well, that's 4 but those 2 tend to be a kind of a big area in your life at the moment. So yeah, definitely bear that in mind. So this is what this is the essence of this reading, essentially. But yeah, so with the 10 of Pentacles, I feel that there's a lot of success, there's a lot of fulfillment, there's now the financial, you know, there's the financial power that you're looking for. There's the financial power that you're looking for. Look, there's a power card, and then we have the like amazing finances card. So you're definitely going to be more in control and more independent with your finances. And another thing that caught my attention is that there's a 5 and now there's a 10, and I see that as like you're now doubling. And now I feel like you're like, I don't know, doubling yourself. I feel like you're doubling your finances, or like, I just get the double in my head. So it's like this, but now it's like this. I don't know if that made sense, but I hope it did. Yeah, again, don't worry too much. Don't be sad. Don't worry. Not all is lost. You're becoming more powerful. Your wishes are coming true. Keep manifesting. And now you have, and I love that this is like a story. It's like, this is the end point. This is where you're going to end up. So it's fulfillment, it's success, it's financial, and even emotional security. I mean, you can tell by the way this is. Look at the way they're interacting. Look at the pentacles. I see them as money, like all around, and even like all this like extravagant I don't know, clothing, I guess. Yeah. Oh, one thing that came to my head when I was shuffling for you guys, specifically group number 1, is some of you, I feel there's an online business, or there's like a working at home but like for yourself kind of business. Yeah, or like you're self-employed, like that sort of thing, but especially online business for a lot of you. Not a lot of you, but whoever this message relates to. Obviously it's not going to be everybody, but I feel like that's going well. I feel like maybe initially it wasn't going well, or I don't know, there was something about it, but I feel like it's going to go really well quite soon as well. So look forward to that. Okay, so which one shall we do next? I want to look at these cards next. Ooh, a new romantic cycle begins. Okay, I'm so happy about this because I felt this was going to come for somebody. I didn't think it was going to come this early, but I had a feeling that this would happen to somebody. So I have my love cards here, which we will get into in a sec. But let's talk about this first. Okay, I'm going to pop that there. And okay, I just want to talk about this situation. A new romantic cycle begins. Okay, so I feel like I keep saying okay, but it's like, you know, when you're trying to understand something, it's like, okay, I get it, okay. Yeah, so a new romantic cycle begins. This is, for a lot of you, love. But then also for a lot of you, I think it's it could be passion for something. I did say the two main themes is relationships and it is money. So it could be that you're finding that passion for whatever you're doing, you're finding that love, that connection for whatever you're doing in terms of your finances, like whatever makes money for you, you find passion in that. Or it could be, I did get the message as well that some of you are finding love and it's a wish come true. It's exactly who you wanted. That feeling of being alone is gone. This new whatever it is, it's exactly what you wanted. But then for some of you, I feel that in terms of work or career, it's exactly what you wanted. It's that new love and passion for the prospects, like career prospects that are coming into your life. A time for healing. Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, with this situation going on here, there's definitely need for healing. I wouldn't be too worried if I were you, because you have a powerful change coming in. I mean, hello, Emperor, boss, like a complete boss that you are. Yeah, so definitely you're healing, and then you have this amazing powerful change. And I just want to say, like, the visuals as well of this, like, look at the way the moon is here and it's like more brighter and it's like, wow, it's like super bright here. So I see this definitely as like a transition as well. So yeah, I love that. I just want to, should I talk about the love now? Yeah, I'm kind of in a topic. Let's do it now. Group number one, love. Group number one, love. Group number one, romance. Oh, that's two that fell. You deserve love. Okay. Okay, that is really interesting. That is really, 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 really interesting. So maybe some of you, I did say that you didn't realize you were a boss, even though you are. I feel like some of you, yeah, you don't realize that you are lovable. Definitely. You don't realize that you have so many amazing qualities to you. The emperor, the success, the fact that you can bring your wishes into fruition. Like, there is so much to you, and like, there's the feeling of not giving up. I just feel like you guys don't give up. You guys keep moving forward. And that's so attractive. Like, that's such an attractive quality in somebody. So you deserve love, bro. Don't think you don't deserve love. And then we have pay attention to red flags. That's the signs are cautioning you. For some of you, I feel like you are in toxic relationships. And I feel like that's because you don't feel like you deserve anything better. You feel like you deserve this. Like, you feel like this is the best you can get. This is the best you can do. But no, babes. No. No. Okay? You have the 9 of Wands. You have a wish coming true. You're not going to be alone. Get rid of this, you know, I'm going to be alone and, you know, I'm not going to have enough money and this. No, get rid of that, because you're the emperor and you have so much complete success coming your way. There's no reason for you to not ignore these red flags. If somebody is not treating you with right, the boundaries thing as well. With the emperor is able to set more boundaries with people. I don't think you're good at that. This might not apply to everybody. Again, I don't think you're very good at boundaries. I have to say, I don't think you're very good at putting across boundaries, and that's because of this fear that you have, this rooted fear that you have of that's like stripping, like this, having this like either relationships or money or whatever it is being stripped from you, of being alone and being in poverty, whether it's like relationship poverty, if that makes sense, or whether it's not. And I don't think you're very good at noticing the red flags. I feel like you notice them, you ignore them is what I'm feeling. I just want to get one more. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, even though there's a new romantic cycle, I don't think it's right now. I don't think that this isn't something that you should focus on, group number one. And I'm sorry to say, if you're looking for this, I don't think it's something that you should focus on, purely because you have so much that you need to focus on in terms of your finances and your career. I feel like you have, with this Emperor and this 10 of Pentacles, it's happening for you, but I think that's the most important message here. I just want to get one more card. Group number one, love. Group number one, love. Group number one, love. Group number one, love. Yeah, the fact that this is... Oh, there we go. Okay, it's slow. That it did come slowly. I was just about to say the fact that this is coming slowly, but then it came. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so there's definitely a romance coming in for you. I don't think it's now, but I think when it does happen, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be what you've wished for. It's going to be everything that you have wished for, and maybe even more. And not even maybe even more, definitely more than that. Learn to put boundaries between yourself and people. Know those red flags, know what you're comfortable and not comfortable with, and don't let anybody cross those lines, which I'm not worried about because you're the emperor. You are the boss. You just need to realize it. You are boss, okay? Last card for you, birthing a new age. Birthing creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yeah, I think this is talking about your world, birthing your new world, birthing this new powerful change, this emperor energy coming in, this 10 of pentacles coming in, birthing that, you becoming the boss that you are. And I keep saying it, but you becoming that emperor that you are. And I think maybe for some of you it might take time to realize it, but you will realize it. And I want this reading to be a confirmation that you can do it. You can make decisions, you can move forward, you can bring structure in your life, you can do all of those things. So yeah, pull yourself up. Yeah, definitely, you're birthing a new age, this powerful change, this healing, you're bringing that into your life. So yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope this was everything good. I don't know what I'm saying. I hope this was useful, and I hope that you've, cleared some things up in your life, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading about what you need to know right now. So let's get into it. This is from the previous group. This is a smoky quartz, and this is the crystal that you've picked. So this relates to anxiety and negative feelings and just helping you through that. So let's pop that over there to the side. I'm going to come back to these cards, so I'm just going to put them to the side. You might not see it in the frame. You have quite a lot of cards, by the way. Yeah. Okay, King of Cups. All right then. All right, so okay, we have the King of Cups, which is kind of an amazing card, even though there's a lot going on. So what I mean by that is there's an emotional influx. There's an emotional, it's turbulent at the moment. I have to say, it is turbulent. You can see through, I'm going to use a pen because I don't have anything cute to point with. I'm going to use a pen. I just hope this will show you. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like a sea of emotions. Think of it that way. So there's a lot, and water is very emotional, and it's all about, it can be about flow, but it is a really emotional time as well. So I feel it being kind of like this, but I have to say, you're holding it really well. The King of Cups is yeah, I mean, throw it at me, because I'm completely grounded and balanced, and you need that balance. There's a really strong balance here to be able to keep moving forward. And I just love the way he positions himself. I love the way he holds himself despite whatever is going on. And it's amazing. I feel like if that's not you right now, this is how you need to be. Regardless of whatever's going on, you need to find that balance to be able to hold yourself grounded, to be able to hold yourself steady regardless of whatever is happening in your life, because sometimes we don't have control of whatever's happening in our lives, unfortunately. Even though we actually do. Yeah, if you guys know anything about law of attraction, we actually do. We can control everything in our lives, but some things need to happen. Some things happen and we feel like we're out of control, but you're not. You are in control regardless of what's happening. You can hold yourself steady. I also feel like a lot of you are working hard. So this could be the emotional, whatever is happening, this emotional thing, you're working very hard and you're hanging in there. That's the feeling I'm getting. You're hanging in there and you're thinking, oh my gosh, is it worth me working this hard? Is this even worth it? I can see through you've piled all of this up and you're still holding this and you're like, is it even worth putting that over there? Am I going to get the benefits of my hard work? And you are, okay? The Seven of Pentacles is all about, no, keep going, because you absolutely will. And it might take you time, it might take you a lot of effort, but you will get there. You will get the benefits of all your hard work. You will find that it has all paid off, I promise you. And even with the Empress, this is all about abundance. This is all about liveliness and abundance and being close to the people you love and the things you love. And it's just like, okay, kind of random, but I see whatever she's wearing as kind of like a nightgown. It feels like a nightgown to me. It feels like pajamas almost, which reminds me of comfort, you know, even with the way she's like leaned back. She's completely relaxed. It's complete and utter comfort. And that's what I feel like. So you're going through this hard time, but again, you will get the benefits of it. You don't see it yet though, even with the way you're turned, you know, the back's turned to the Empress. You don't see it at the moment, but you will see it. You will see it. You will notice that, oh my gosh, yeah, I've done this and thank God I did this, like it paid off. However, I do feel like there's a bit of a temporary hold, and that's okay because you've worked so hard. I feel like maybe you do need to withdraw. Maybe you do need to pull back and think, oh my gosh, you know what, I actually do need a break. Yeah, but this is kind of you know, pulling back, you know, taking some time off your responsibilities, not being so out there. Your life is kind of on a temporary hold, or something is on a temporary hold. You've kind of put the stop button on it or a pause button on it for a bit, and you're just, I don't know, I don't want to say chilling, but you're just like, okay, you know, I can't at the moment. And that's okay. This isn't a good or a bad card, by the way. It's just the way things are, which makes sense, especially with the times that we're in right now. That makes complete and utter sense. So if you do need a break, group number 2, take that break. You don't need to overwork yourself. You're working hard already as it is, and you're definitely hanging in there. So you do need a break. If that's what you want, definitely take it. So there's the 7 of Swords. Okay, so this isn't... Can I just say, even when I was shuffling your cards, I did sense chaos. And I'm really sorry to say this, but I just feel like there's a lot, like there's a sense of chaos. You're hanging on quite well, or you need to hang on quite well, despite the chaos, but there is chaos, which it's not going to last. I can't exactly say how long it's going to last though, but it's not going to go on for a really, really, really long time. But with the 7 of Swords, I definitely feel like maybe there was some theft. Maybe you had something stolen, or maybe you stole something, or maybe it's that you were afraid of your ideas being stolen, or you had to work in private for a while. You know, you were afraid of someone taking your ideas, or someone taking something from you, or having something taken away from you. I don't know, but it was definitely a situation of like, oh my God, like, where is this going? Let's kind of not tell people what I do, not, you know, let people know that I've got this going on for me, because some people's jealousy can yeah, it can definitely set you back. And if that's something that applies to your life, I feel like when something good happens to you, and I know we want to share it. I know we all want to share it. You want to post it and like, oh my God, like, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy this happened. I'm, you know, wow. But I think sometimes you need to learn to keep some stuff to yourself. I think not everybody around you has the best interests, has your best interest at heart, and I think that is kind of hard to accept, unfortunately. You do have a lot of abundance coming in, but I feel like some people's energy is blocking good things happening to you. So try to keep really good things that happen, or good ideas you have, to yourself, or maybe tell only the people that you trust. So don't overshare things with people, group number 2. And with the Hermit, you're learning things. So you're reflecting on recent things that have happened, perhaps this and this whatever difficulty. I'm going to put these together actually. Yeah, this difficulty that you're experiencing, yeah, so you're learning from it. You're definitely learning from it with the Hermit. There's light being shed, so you're definitely picking things up. You're kind of reflecting on the recent events. So what you need to know, group number 2, is you need to reflect on the events. You need to learn to process things. You need to heal from it, and you need to see this as a learning and growth experience. And you will definitely, especially with the Empress, you're learning from it. Definitely, it will take you some time. There is a lot of effort and hard work, and maybe the feeling of, is this even worth it? But you're learning. It's definitely a learning experience for you. Yeah, and I love that it's ended with this, because this is the 8 of Wands, and I love that it's ended with this because there's all of this going on, but at the, you know, how you know this cycle has ended is when this happens. So this is the new opportunities coming into your life, and I know there was a break, so you had to take a break, and that's fine. You closed that chapter and didn't close it, but you pressed the hold button, and now yeah, I mean, okay, sorry, this just makes sense now because of the anxiety. So you were thinking, oh my gosh, is it worth it? Oh my god, what do I do? Let's hang on, stay in there. The balance, ooh, it's kind of like a seesaw, like, where do I go? So yeah, definitely. If you can, keep a smoky quartz with you when you're sleeping or with you throughout the day to help you with those worries and anxieties. But yeah, sorry, going back to the Eight of Wands, this is new opportunities, and this is things starting to speed up now. Maybe you get a message or a text message or an email, or you're getting more emails, or like more work opportunities, or like more, I don't know, people ordering something from your company. I don't know, but there's more communication, so there's more people reaching out, or you're reaching out, and things are starting to pick up. Things are starting to, like, you had this break, but now that's fine, because now that you've learned to heal, now that you've learned to deal with this, things are starting to pick up for you. And I love that. Like, I love the abundance now coming in, like the Empress moment. I love that you're learning to deal with it. I love that you're learning to be the King of Cups. You're learning to hang in there, to have a steady balance thing going on. So yeah, let's go to these cards now. I want to start with the Moonology cards. A personal issue reaches a solution. Okay, so that reminds me again, and look, the first card. So yeah, definitely, that reminds me of the King of Cups, the emotional flux that you're going through, this emotional time that you have. It's coming to a solution. It's coming to a closure. It's coming to, yeah, like, okay, let's learn from this. This has happened. Let's process it, and it's done now. Done and dusted. Okay, sorry, I have to make this joke. Dusted. Okay, I can move on now. Where should I put you? Let's put you there. A win-win outcome is in forecast. Yeah, definitely. And the win-win. Oh, like the balance that we're talking about as well. The balance card, the full moon in Libra. Yeah, the definite balance, which you're definitely gaining now. So you are, regardless of whatever is happening, you are becoming the King of Cups. So that's what you need to know. Group number two. A win-win outcome is in forecast. So whatever this issue is that's reaching a solution, it's going to be a win-win. No matter how you look at it, this is a win situation from you. This is, yes, like, I won. No matter what the outcome is, I gained something from this. I won from it. I'm glad this happened because now this happened, or I'm glad this happened because I was able to learn, or, whatever the winning situation is. Believe in the impossible. Yeah, so you might feel like right now, I can't physically keep going, or I can't keep pushing forward, or I don't know, it's like I just get the feeling it's that I can't do something, or I just can't. That's what I keep hearing. But you can believe in the impossible. You absolutely can believe that this win-win outcome is happening for you. Believe that you are having the Empress phase, that you have these new opportunities, that you are the Hermit, that you are learning. Believe in the impossible. Another meaning is that a lot of you might be having this spiritual growth. I don't feel like it's for a lot of you though, to be honest, because I feel like you kind of have this stuff to deal with. But when you have hardships to deal with, some people do become very spiritual. That definitely was the case for me when I had a lot going on. Spirituality was definitely a massive thing that happened, and I feel like if I didn't have a lot going on, I wouldn't have found spirituality, and that could be a massive part for a lot of you guys, or some of you guys. So believe in the impossible. Things that you didn't realize were possible, is now you believe that they're possible. Now you believe, like, oh my gosh, this was it, like, this is it all along, or I can now believe in this because, like, yeah, it's not impossible actually. And yeah, the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I just want to talk about that actually before I move on. I love this, like, the rose. I see this rose as the opportunities coming in. Know that this is all happening for you. It's not random. Nothing here is a coincidence, even though you feel like there's a lot going on in your life and maybe it's a bit chaotic, but nothing, absolutely nothing is by coincidence. Everything is happening as it's supposed to be. Everything happening in your life is supposed to happen for you. And I feel like this is all part of a bigger, like, gate opening. I just had that image in my head. It's kind of like a big gate opening, and things are really starting to push forward and move forward. But yeah, definitely know that whatever, like the Empress and like the Eight of Wands, like these opportunities coming for you, that's bringing you a lot of abundance. It's happening for you. These doors are opening for you. It's not randomly just opening, it's opening for you. Have I said that enough? For you. Council of Light, divine orchestration, help us in the subtle realms. Yeah, so I love that. So you definitely have, I don't know if you believe in this, but spirit guides, angels, maybe even higher selves of others. I don't know, but there's definitely the sense of beings on the other realm helping you out. They're looking at you. They're looking after you. They're looking at you. So if you need help, you can turn to them. You can ask them for help. You can ask them for guidance. And I feel like a lot of them are helping you. So a lot of things that are happening, it's not by coincidence, because a lot of them are bringing them into your life. They're pushing you forward. And we have the mirror. Oh my gosh, okay, so who or what is triggering you? So the mirror really reminds me of this Hermit card. This is kind of like projection. So for example, having an insecurity and projecting it onto others, that's, I'm not saying that's what you do, I'm just giving a random example, but it's kind of like projection, or it's kind of like a mirror image. So know that all your thoughts, good or bad, all your thoughts will happen. So if you think, for example, you're not like, you think you're someone who needs to work extremely hard to get benefits from something, for example, I'm not saying that because I see this in your reading, and that will happen in your life because you have that belief about yourself. You have that, you know, maybe you're not capable and you need to work extra hard, maybe compared to even everybody else. You need to work extra hard, and even then you're not sure if you're capable. But that's not really the case. You need to look deep down inside you, like the Hermit. You need to look deep down inside you and find out what those thoughts are that are affecting your life. So sometimes it's so deeply rooted in us that we don't even realize these. It's just literally an automatic thing that we don't realize this actually goes on. But you know what, grid number 2, you will realize there is abundance coming in. And I want to say a lot as well, because I sense a lot of nature and a lot of like relaxation. Yeah, I do feel like you need to relax as well. You need to relax. Some of you might have anxiety as well, so that might be a big reason as to how you can't relax and how you have to have this like keep moving forward energy. But sometimes it's nice to withdraw. And yeah, I don't know why I felt like saying it with a mirror card, but yeah, so look at in your life what is triggering you, what is making you feel a certain way, what do you need to eliminate, what do you need to add. And lastly, we have the Great Gathering. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so you have this twice, kind of the similar thing. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. Yeah, okay, so for some of you, I did say there was a massive spiritual growth. So you're realizing that it's all a part of the puzzle. It's all a piece in the puzzle, and you're piecing it together, and you're realizing that this world is just a shell, and behind it you have your soul, and all of these ideas. You're opening up to it, you're learning them, and it's just becoming this beautiful thing. I also feel like a lot of you are meeting, you will meet people who will maybe guide you in that way, and you know, like the soul tribe thing. So a lot of you are meeting your soul tribe, and you will meet it soon. I don't think this is a message for everybody, but I feel like if the spiritual message resonates with you, then do expect a soul tribe coming into your life, or perhaps it's already in your life and you're like developing those relationships. And yeah, Council of Light, divine orchestration. It is a divine orchestration. Like, I love that it's called a divine orchestration. I don't know, I just love the way that this card set has put it, that all of you guys are coming together at the right time. Everything is meant to happen when it's happening, and you're all meant to meet each other, and you're all meant to help each other, and you're all meant to help each other grow spiritually. And yeah, so yeah, sorry, last message for you, intuitive hits. Listen to your intuition. If your intuition is telling you to do something or not to do something, listen to it. It's there for a reason. The mirror, the Hermit, you know, look deep within yourself and find out those triggers and find out those beliefs and everything that you have. And the reason why I say that with intuition is because sometimes you just intuitively know that there's like a pull. For example, you know that you should do something in your life because you're good at it, or you have like a passion for it, but you don't want to go out do it out of fear, or like out of hard work. And is there a deep rooted fear? Maybe the mirror, the Hermit, like look deep within you. yeah, again, spirit guides and angels looking out for you, and yeah, call on them when you need help. But that's really all I'm getting for group number 2. I hope that was helpful, and I hope it gave you a little bit of hope. And yeah, Empress, Hermit, do your thing, okay? But yeah, can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading about the things that you need to know right now. And oh, this is from the previous group. That's the second time I've done that today. But yeah, so you have a moonstone, and I know it's kind of a small stone, but this is actually one of my favorite gemstones, or one of my favorite crystals. This is all about intuition and like balancing the male and female energies, that sort of thing. So I'm just going to pop that to the side while we do your reading. And I want to get to these a bit later, so I'm going to pop this to the side as well. You might not see it in the frame, but you will see it soon. You have a lot to get through. I have to say, when I was doing your reading, I felt a lot of chaos. Oh my god. Yeah, so I felt a lot of chaos, and I definitely, the word roller coaster came to my head, and I had to write it down so I don't forget to tell you guys. But the word roller coaster, a roller coaster came to my head. I don't even know how to say that word, but yeah. And you were kind of hard to reach compared to the other groups, but once I did, it was like it kept coming. Like a lot of cards would fall, and it was like, wow, okay, so you're kind of a lot to open up, but once you do, yeah, everything is there. I'm gonna move this a little bit. I want more space because you have a lot of cards. Yes, I'm just gonna move this out now. But yes, so the first thing you have is this 5 of wands, and this is some sort of battle or a challenge, or like you feel like your patience is being tested, or your skills are being tested, or you're just being tested, like you're fighting something. Or yeah, so it could be maybe it could be like you're literally having a fight with people. Yeah, it could literally be that. It could literally be a battle. But I feel like for a lot of you, it could be maybe an exam, an interview, or like, I don't know, some sort of like you need to pass something to be able to get something. But there's definitely like you're fighting your way, and it is quite tiring. It's taking a lot. It's tiring you out. And I want to mention with the 2 of swords, there's kind of like a no-win situation. So this could be related to this fighting thing. So maybe you're literally having a fight with someone, I don't know. But there's kind of like a no-win situation. I want to bring this closer just to show you. Her eyes are closed, so she literally can't see. And she's sitting down, and there's 2 swords going across. So think of these 2 swords as 2 areas in your life, and they're kind of completely different. They could be the same, but think of it as, for example, work and love, or I don't know, yeah, or 2 things in your life. So 2 bills to pay, for example. And it's kind of like they need equal attention. But this isn't really great because it's kind of saying, you don't know what to do. Like, you really don't know what to do. Your eyes are closed. Like, you don't see the outcome for both of them. Like, you're just like, oh my gosh, what is the right one? But I'll tell you what, none of them are good. Either one isn't great, and you kind of know that. Either option is kind of like you need to pick the lesser of 2 evils, because this one isn't good and neither is this one. So which one's going to be less bad? And yeah, I definitely see that, and it's definitely related to this like battle or fight you have. Like, you're trying to prove yourself, or you're trying to prove your authority, or whatever it is. Like, you're just trying to, like, you know, defend yourself, or like you're fighting your way for something. And it's like, it's just maybe that you need to let go, perhaps, or you need to, yeah, or it could be completely unrelated, and that there's 2 things in your life that both of them is kind of yeah, you don't really know which angle to take. The Knight of Wands, this is all about speed, and I did say with you, I felt a roller coaster energy. So there was this, it's like up and down and up and down and up and down. I constantly get the like feeling. So it's like, you know, on a roller coaster, you're going up and there's a tension, and then you come back down, and there's like the oof, like the energy like thing. Yeah, the up and down is definitely a massive issue. So maybe you have like things happening and then stopping, or maybe you have like an issue, you resolve it, another issue, you resolve it, another issue, resolve it. And it's kind of like, I know that's life, but it's like, it is getting a little bit tiresome. And with the Knight of Wands, yeah, going back to Knight of Wands, there's the speed and perhaps a little bit of like impulsiveness. So maybe there's like an unexpected turn of events, like you weren't expecting something to happen. Maybe it's a conversation that's leading to an unexpected turn, or there's like a conversation that's pushing like a stuck situation forward, like the feeling of feeling stuck. And even here, like you're fighting, but it's low-key feeling stuck, because it's like you're fighting, but like where does this end? Yeah, so maybe it's pushing that forward. It could be that there's a sudden, like, it could be, for some of you, it could be there's a sudden attraction towards someone, or a sudden attraction towards a project, or like a new hobby or something you want to take up. But I want to say, don't get too caught up too soon. I know it looks really amazing and it looks really great, and you have that sudden spark thing going on, but don't like think about this a little bit, especially with the Two of Swords. I feel like you need to think about it a little bit. You need to spend more time listing the pros and cons for whatever this is, because it might not be how, you know, it looks. It could be great. I'm not trying to say it's not going to be great. It could be great. And yeah, for some of you, definitely with the Four of Wands, there's some sort of celebration. There's some sort of like, oh wow, like this is amazing, let's celebrate something, maybe a wedding, or I don't know, it's a bit hard with COVID, but maybe like an online event type thing. So maybe it's great, but yeah, for some of you it might not be so great, and you need to figure that out for yourself. What has caught my attention is that the two swords are pointing to this and this. So A, it could be that you have two options. A, you can keep fighting for something, or B, you can look at something else that looks great, or you have like a sudden attraction or a sudden like idea or something for something else. But both of them, you need to think about it. So for some of you, it could be that both of these aren't actually great. So yeah. Oh, but I feel like for some of you as well, these are related, kind of, or like these are like unrelated, like the Knight of Wands is unrelated to this situation. But for some of you, the two options you have is this or this. Yeah, so let's move on to the next card. The Star. Okay, I love that, and I love that it's happening after this celebration, whatever you're celebrating, this success, or something that's, you know, worth looking forward for. Whatever this is, it's bringing you more hope. With the Star, it's definitely a sense of like inspiration. There's like new things happening, but it's giving you like you have this new sense of like, oh my gosh, like I'm inspired to do something. Maybe it could be this sudden attraction thing, but this is in a good way though. Like you have that sudden spark. And with the Knight of Wands, it's similar to that, because the Knight of Wands is also a sudden spark as well. So for some of you, this Knight of Wands, even though you need to think about it a little bit, it could actually be that once you figure it out, it's actually amazing, and it's going to lead to amazing places. Like it's going to lead to this like celebration moment, and you have this like new like urge to like, not urge, but like you have this new like force, or this new to keep fighting on, or not fighting on, but like to keep going. Yeah, this is why I kept saying this is a roller coaster, and I'll tell you why. Because it's like, it's great, it's not, it's great, it's not, it's great, it's not, and this is why I really felt like you had a roller coaster kind of a reading. I feel like out of all the groups, this is the most roller coaster-esque, if that makes sense. But this is the most like up and down reading. But the ending is great. So let's talk about the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is defeat and loss. So whatever this situation, this fighting is, it could be a defeat moment. And I know that's sad, and it's sad, and you're thinking, oh my god, why is this happening? Like, I can't believe it. What do I do? Or all of these like negative feelings. Although it is sad, it was a no-win situation anyway. Like it was like it wasn't going to work out anyway. Or I feel that you have like, there was like a no-win situation. Like no matter where you look at it, this situation couldn't have gone well, and it kind of hurt your ego. I feel like there's an ego hurting more than anything. Maybe there was a sense of humiliation, or a sense of like, I'm not capable, or yeah. But it's definitely a fight that hasn't gone well. And yeah, it could be this decision thing that's related to it, like I said, because this also is, you've made a decision, but either way you look at it, it wasn't a great, like, a lesser of two evils. Like I said, it wasn't going to go well either way. Both of them were bad, but you don't really have another option. And I'm sorry about that. I am really sorry about that. But I sense that it's hurt your ego, but that's about it, okay? And that's amazing because that's it. Like, you're picking yourself up. Maybe with this star as well. So I'm just going to change this positioning. With the star, you have that new spark as well. So maybe this situation is going to happen, and then you have that new spark coming in, this like sudden attraction to something, and it's going to be amazing. With the Queen of Wands, maybe some of you guys realize that you're creative, because the Queen of Wands is a very creative card. So maybe you guys are very creative and you decide to pursue that, or you know what, group number 3, you think outside the box. And I think you're a think outside the box. You have like unique and different ideas, and you have like different perspectives, and I think a lot of people actually respect that about you, and I think that's an amazing thing, and you should definitely use that to your advantage. And yeah, and whatever the situation is, you're definitely going to move on from it. So I think what you need to know right now is, even though this is happening, don't worry, because there's that new spark. This literally looks like a spark, and even with the Knight of Wands, it's definitely a new spark going to amazing places. And there's a celebration coming in as well, the Queen of Wands. So maybe you're celebrating like this new, I don't know, business, or a new, like anything, and it is very likely to be creative. You're probably already creative, but just pursuing that further and having the inspiration to. And I also, the thing is, you're not just doing it. And with the Knight of Wands, it is like a think about this card. Like, it looks great, but think about it card. And you are, because with the Two of Wands, this is all about planning ahead for your future. This is all about making plans and looking ahead. And it's like, you can see, like, he's looking ahead at the world, and he's like looking ahead. Like, he's not just looking at this area. I don't know if I've explained this well. Let's get the pen out. I'm sorry I'm using a pen. I can't find anything cute to use as a pointer, but look at this card. So think of this as you, and this is the area you live in. So this is your world. But the plans you're making isn't just in this area. So you're not just looking here. You're looking outside the box. Like I said, with the outside the box thinking, you're planning ahead. Like, you're planning further out, not just your area, as in, it could be literally as in your area, but like, so it could be like travel maybe. I know it's a bit hard with COVID as well, but it could be travel maybe further on down the line. But I think this is more metaphorically. You're not just thinking about, okay, yeah, like whatever's in front of me. You're thinking about further out now. You're really making plans, and like ahead, like you're really making plans, like thinking greater. And so I'm glad that you're not going to let that instant like spark attraction kind of like, I don't want to say ruin it, but kind of sway you in a certain way, and that you're really going to think about it more. And I think it's definitely positive. Yeah, definitely positive. And yeah, so a bit of a roller coaster, group number 3, but you're definitely working through it. I'm not worried about you. Communication is key. Yeah, so there was something you have to communicate with. It could be the situation again, so you need to communicate and get the answers that you need, and you will get the answers that you need. This new moon in Gemini is, you're gonna find the answers that you need through communication. So maybe you need to speak to somebody, or maybe you need to do something that requires communication. So send a message, call somebody, yeah, any one of the above. Nothing is yet set in stone. Yeah, so definitely, yeah, I sense that very much. I know there's that instant spark thing, but know that it's not set in stone, and there's work that needs to be done. Even though you're very close to achieving your goal, there's work that needs to be done, and you need to like step it up now. You're very close to that finish line. Like, you're there, but you need to push further. Like, you need to go out a little bit more and not give up. Which you are not. I mean, I can see you're not. You're planning ahead really well, so you're not giving up. And what do you need to release? So yeah, what built up emotions and everything you have to release. Even with the star, like I feel like these kind of relate, because the star, she's like pouring out. Like, I kind of feel that that's like a release as well. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Okay. Keepers of the earth, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Okay, these are actually quite a bit connected. I have to say, group number 3, I have like a floor table and I sit on it, but my foot, like especially my right foot, I have pins and needles, so it's like dead at the moment. So I feel like this can be, so I'm just going to be my positioning, that's why I sound weird now. But that could be a reflection of you actually. It could be that you need to like change things up, or whatever you're fighting is dead, so you need to change it up. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah. So answer the call. So you definitely have that. I'm gonna put these forward because I think these relate. Answer the call. I feel like you're being called to do something, and the star is a very intuitive card, so it's all about following your intuition, and I think that's this as well, that spark. So what did you have that spark to? Follow it. Maybe it's something completely unrelated to what you're doing now, that no-win situation. So it's like, you know, that like you need to do something different. Maybe this is what this is. So you need to do something different. I'm getting that for a lot of you guys, like there's a different route you're meant to take, or like a different action or something different. And although it requires a lot of like planning and thinking outside the box, and maybe it is something creative, so maybe you want to pursue something creative and it's not what you're doing now, but it's actually a soul calling. You're supposed to do this. You actually have, I want to say, like a natural talent for it. Like you have like a natural ability for whatever this is. So answer that calling. And look, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors are standing beside you. You're not alone. You don't have to go through this alone. No, this actually came up for another group as well. Like, know that you're not alone, and you're very protected, and they're pushing you towards this new thing, I feel like. So yeah, definitely realize that maybe you have dreams, or maybe you have feelings or like inklings to do something, or like you can get messages through that way. But meditate on it, think about it a lot, don't be impulsive, make plans. And yeah, that's really all I have for you. I think that's what you really needed to know. You really needed to know to make plans and maybe stop fighting a fight that's kind of a lost cause, like a battle lost. But I want to say your overall goal, even though there's this, you have like an overall general goal and you're close to achieving it. Despite this, you're close to achieving it. I just want you to keep going. I want you to keep the motivation up. I want you to keep moving forward. You're not alone. You have people with you. Like maybe you have like like someone in your family who's died that you're close with, or a friend, or anybody else. They're with you, and your angels or spirit guides, if you believe in that sort of things. If you believe in those sort of things, sorry, they are definitely with you. So yeah, and whatever you have that like nudge to do, that soul calling, your soul is calling for something. For a lot of you, it's creative, and do it. Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot and this is getting really long, but it just came to my head now. Nothing is set in stone. You create your path. Your path doesn't come to you. You create it. You make that path. You set things in stone. Remember that. And again, you're very close to achieving your goal. This grander plan that you have, you're very close to achieving it. So keep going. Yep, that's all. I don't know why I started packing up. That's all I have for you, group number 3. I don't know if I kept saying number 2 or number 1 at any point. That's what I have for you, group number 3. I hope this helped, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye. Hi, group number 4. Welcome to your reading about what you need to know right now, and I'm really excited to see you guys' cards. You have a lot to get through. You guys are thick in a good way. Yeah, can't wait. So let's get right into it. This is your crystal. I don't actually know the name of this crystal, but I know it's something to do with reaching like the angelic realm. This was actually similar to another crystal that I mentioned to group number 1, I think. So yeah, it's similar to maybe the angelic realm, or like reaching out to the other realms, so other beings of other realms. So that kind of comes through with this one. I don't know what this crystal is called though, so if anybody knows, yeah, please let me know. I want to come back to these cards, so I'm going to pop them to the side. You probably won't see it in the frame, but I'll come back to them. So let's start. How many cards do you have? Okay, that's fine. Magician, yay! You're manifesting. So what are you manifesting? Knight of Cups. Great. Okay, you're definitely manifesting some. Oh my god. Okay, love. Okay, this is so good. Okay, I'm so excited for you. Should I talk about these first and then come back? Yes, I shall. So with the Magician, you are manifesting. What is it that you're manifesting? And I love that you're manifesting, by the way. If you're not, why aren't you? Why aren't you? Because I feel like you guys are entering a phase where you can make things happen, but this can go either way. Don't forget, this can go either way. So with the law of attraction and manifesting things, sorry, I didn't like fart or anything. I have like hair clips that were coming down, and I just fixed that, guys. Okay, please know if you heard something, that was that. You're manifesting. I mean, it's literally magic. Some of you guys, it just came to my head now that some of you guys can be actually into more like witchcraft and that sort of thing. For sure, if that is you, I love that for you. I can see so much greatness coming from that. You're manifesting stuff. Again, don't forget that this could be good or bad. So if you have bad thoughts, they will come into manifestation. They will happen. Does that make sense? Into manifestation? I don't know. But it will happen. Good or bad, it's going to happen. But for you guys, I really feel like it's positive. So keep it up. Like, keep up this positiveness. And yeah, I feel like you've actually been actively working on it. Like, you've been working on this manifestation thing. And it's good. That's the first card. And I love that. It's coming to you. Especially with the Knight of Cups. There is an offer. Like, can you see the Knight of Cups is like, you know, he's like, yeah, this is what I'm offering to you, this is what I have for you, like, here, you know, here, I'm giving this to you, type thing. Not giving this to you, but this is my offer for you. And it's exactly what you need initially. Yeah, it's exactly what you need on the outside. But I'm not saying it's bad, because let this person prove themselves to you. Like, let this offer prove itself to you a little bit. Research about it, even if it's a job offer. Research the benefits, or research about it a little bit. I'm not saying it's bad. It's actually probably really amazing. But I think you need to, like, it's like play hard to get, low key, like hold back and just know more information about it. For you guys, this might be love. So I want to do a love card as well, which I have prepared here, so we'll get into that. But for you guys, for some of you guys, I feel like this could definitely be love. And maybe somebody is like coming to you a little bit, like they're like on you a bit, and you need to just, like, you know, not show interest, but play hard to get a little bit. And this is definitely like the fun, flirtatious like energy I'm feeling. So this isn't a message I'm getting for everybody, this is a general reading, but for a lot of you guys, there's that like flirtatious energy, that, like, you know, the friction a bit in a good way. And I love that is happening. Maybe you're meeting at like a party or a gathering, or through friends, because I know party and gatherings are a little bit problematic at the moment because of COVID. Yeah, it could even be like an online meeting, but it's like through people, definitely through people. So that's the love message I'm getting. For those of you that this is not a love message for, because this is a general reading, it could be that you're getting some sort of offer. So it could be a job offer or project, whatever it is, there's some sort of offer coming through. And it's like either you're celebrating it, or you're finding out through friends, or through like this gathering or celebration or exhibition or whatever it is, like through a crowd, basically. Not a crowd, but you know what I mean, like that sort of thing. And that's how you're finding out about it, or it's leading to this celebration, like, oh, like I'm like really glad for you, like your friends telling you, oh, this is like amazing, I'm really glad for you. But do think about it a little bit, like do some research into it. I'm not saying it's bad, I actually think it's probably really good, because there's the Page of Pentacles here, the positive influence, a positive opportunity, a positive influence, some sort of like success. So if you've had like exams or an interview or whatever, success, great, you're celebrating it, the offer's coming through, you're celebrating it. And yeah, even if this is a love reading, sorry, it could be that the offer's coming through, you know, the flirtatious energy, like, oh, this is actually really positive. It's bringing you like really positive emotions and like complete success, basically. And your friends are like congratulating you, could be, or like you're talking about it as well. And even with the Magician, so you've actually been manifesting this. So whatever you're manifesting is coming into fruition. I definitely see that for you, especially with the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, like definitely coming through for you. But for some of you guys as well, sorry, I know I have like a lot of different messages, but for some of you guys I've sensed education. So it could be, especially right now, I think you guys are applying for universities and everything, right? And like colleges and that sort of thing. I think the deadline was like kind of soon. So maybe you're getting offers now, and maybe it's exactly what you want with this. Like, keep manifesting it because it's happening. Maybe that's what your family and friends are congratulating you about, like the, you know, woo, like I'm so glad for you. With the Page of Pentacles, like it's definitely like, it definitely has an education aspect to it. There's some sort of like education element to this. So if you guys have applied to like unis and whatever, yeah, your offer is coming through, and yeah, you have an offer, like your offer's coming through. Maybe it might not be like, it's not your first choice, and so you had to like think about it a little bit. That's why it's the Knight of Cups. That's why it's like a looks great, but need to look at it further. But it's definitely amazing still. Or maybe for you guys, it's literally just an amazing opportunity. You're gonna love it. You've been manifesting it. It's brilliant. Like, it's absolutely brilliant. And then, oh, shall we look at the love as well now? I'll come back to it. So we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you guys are really independent, actually. Yeah, it's like you make things happen. You know you make things happen. You bring things into your life. And I love that. I love that, but it can also be kind of overwhelming. The Queen of Swords, it's like you're independent perhaps to a fault as well. Like, perhaps it's like you have like a high level of responsibility, I would say. So maybe some of you guys are a lone parent, or you're living alone, or maybe you're like going to move out alone with the job offer, or maybe the university offer I was saying. So maybe you're realizing you need to be more independent now. Like, some of you guys might be moving away from home. Even though it's going to be great, you love it, but it's like now you're really independent. Now you take care of yourself. And I know that's really weird to say, because like, even if you're at your parents' house or whatever house you're in, you do take care of yourself, but you still have the element of like, for example, like, you know, I live with my parents, and my parents, like, my mum makes food for me, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, especially because I go to uni. I really appreciate it. But obviously, if I was to live out, if I was to like not live with my parents, I wouldn't have that. So there's definitely an element of like higher responsibility. Yeah. And okay, it was going great, group number 4. No, I'm joking. But yeah, are you maybe an anxious person? Do you have like a lot of anxiety, or you're anxious about something? So maybe it was this offer, like you're not, maybe it was that you're really worried it wasn't going to happen. Maybe you were like, oh my gosh, am I going to get it? This offer, is it going to come through? I'm manifesting it, but is it going to happen? You know, oh, like it's keeping you up at night for sure. But the thing about the Nine of Swords is it's all in your head. This is not reality. This is in your head. And what I love about things that are in your head is that you can control it. You have control over these thoughts. You have control over how you feel. You can choose to feel a certain way. You can choose to think a certain way, especially with the Magician. Remember, I told you, negative or positive, it will happen. So you can choose to manifest exactly what you want. You can choose to think exactly what you want. Have I said that enough? I'm sorry that you've been feeling that way, and maybe it has been a bit overwhelming. But even with the Queen of Swords, maybe you don't know if you can do it. Like, can you be that independent? Can you do it? Are you capable? Absolutely, absolutely, yes, you are. Okay, this is all in your head. It's not a reflection of reality. The Hierophant, I don't know if I ever pronounce this right. If I don't grill me in the comments, please don't at me. But yeah, the Hierophant, again, I really feel like you guys are students. Like, a lot of you guys might be students with the Hierophant as well. There's definitely an element of learning or education, or maybe you're like applying for like online courses, even if it's not like at university, whatever it is, there's definitely an element of education. And that's great. That's a positive influence. That is, I don't know why I moved that. Yeah, that is amazing. And if it's not like school or education, it could be that you're learning about self-alignment. You're learning about things in your life. Like, maybe you're reading books about, maybe you're reading about law of attraction with the Magician. Maybe you're reading about things and you're learning about the world. Like, you're learning about things, and yeah, it's definitely like giving you self-improvement, self-alignment. And if you are going to school or university and this relates to that, it's going to be so good for you. Like, it's like, yeah, it's so good for you. It's the Page of Pentacles. It's a really positive influence. It's really, really positive, and it's aiding in that like self-alignment, self-improvement. I mean, it's literally self-improvement because you're learning things, you know. Let's move on to these. I'm going to do your love reading. I haven't forgotten haven't forgotten, guys. I'm just going to do it at the end because, you know, I like to save the best to the end. Your hard work is paying off. Definitely, you've worked hard. I feel like you've worked hard as well with self-improvement. I feel like a lot of you have actually, you have improved yourself. Like, you have learned a lot of things that have been about self-improvement. So maybe you read a lot of books, maybe you watched a lot of even YouTube videos, and I know like that's not like factual, but it's still really, really, really helpful sometimes. Yeah, maybe you've learned how to better yourself, or you've learned, I don't know, like just for example, like you're applying to like a science course and you've learned a lot about science, just for example. Yeah, and it's definitely, your hard work is paying off. You're gonna get that offer and it's gonna be amazing. People are gonna be really amazed for you. And there's the Page of Pentacles, so there's the feeling of it's really, really, really positive. Your hard work is paying off, so keep going. Take your time to breathe out. Yeah, like, you know, you had this worry, like, oh my gosh, like, you had this worry, but no, you need to take time to breathe out. You need to chill. You need to chill, okay? Conclusions are within a reach. Yeah, the job offer or the university offer or whatever it is, it's coming to a reach. Stop worrying about it because you're going to get the answers that you're looking for soon, okay? Don't worry about it. And we have nothing will come of the situation. Okay, that's a bit interesting. And a new start is coming. Okay, nothing will come of the situation. Okay, so okay, I think this relates to the this like worrying thing. But don't worry, like nothing will come of the situation in the sense that like don't worry, it's not going to be like bad. Like, why are you so, like, what is this anxiety about? And sorry, I know I said why are you so, that came across as a little bit rude. So I'm going to rephrase that. Like, don't be so anxious. And I know it's keeping you up at night, and I know it's like this, like, you know, and I can really, 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 really relate to this as someone who has anxiety. I can really relate to this. I just want you to know there's nothing to worry about. Like, there's like nothing bad will come out of the situation. There's nothing to worry about, and definitely a new start is coming. I mean, have I said it enough? Like, I feel like I've said it so much in this reading that there's so much confirmation here, guys. Like, remember before, there's so much confirmation for you with this new start is coming. This is such a beautifully designed card, and I hope you can understand that this is a reflection of exactly what is coming for you, especially with this offer. So this is really messy and it's really like bugging me, but I'm gonna move on. The Age of Light. You have been training for this for lifetimes. Yes, don't worry. You have been, like, you've worked for this. You've worked hard. You've learned. You've done the learning, and maybe there is more to learning, as in like maybe it's further education. But don't worry. You've done all that you can. You have literally trained for this a lot. I feel like a lot of you as well are like really old souls. Like, you're really mature as people as well. Just as a side note. And Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Yeah. So again, that self-alignment thing, that self-improvement thing, how can you mother yourself? How can you be a mother for yourself? And that also reminds me of this Queen of Swords, this independence, like doing things for yourself, like this independence, like being the mother for yourself, like if that makes sense. And at the same time, it's about healing and about, like, you know, you can like relax, like, you know when you relax, and like, for example, when I have a really stressful day and I come home to my mom and like she makes me like the best food and I'm just like, oh, this is so relaxing, like this is amazing. It reminds me of that. And yeah, how can you mother yourself? How can you be that comfort for yourself? Your guidance is divinely guided. Yeah, definitely. It reminds me of this, like, you've been training for this for lifetimes. You have divine guidance, like even with this Magician card as well, like you are definitely being pushed to this new start, this new change in your life, and it's going to open up so many doors for you. I feel like it's going to be really positive for you. Maybe you're even gonna have more independence in your life, like you're going to be more independent, and you're divinely guided. This is actually something that came up for every single group today. So your guidance is divinely guided. So you are guide. I don't know how, like, if you guys believe in like spirit guides and angels and all of that. I did say there was a lot of like reaching out to the other realm, so this actually makes sense, that you're being guided to this path. And yeah, you're being guided to this path. I don't know what else I can say about that. Let's look at this love thing that we were saying. So group number 4, anything about love. Number 4, anything about love, or anything about love. Oh, that's a lot, but this caught my attention. Group number 4, anything about love. Okay, I want one more. Ooh, okay, that is, I did say there was like a really flirtatious energy, and like the cards falling down really like reminded me of that again, because it's like the cards fell down, like there's so much tension in a good way. I want one more. Why is it taking so long? Group number 4. Yeah, so maybe this love is actually like something that you need to take your time with. Again, remember I did say that there was a lot of oh my god, okay, oh my god, I just got goosebumps, guys. Oh my god, okay, whoa, okay, so I want to pull this out because it relates, and in fact this is so messy that I don't know. Okay, my mind is like really, I'm really excited for you. First of all, I'm really excited, but this is all like okay, I don't know how to. Okay, so flirt again, remember I did tell you there was a massive, okay, let's push that all up and pull these down. Okay, flirt, there was this massive flirtatious energy, this, yeah, lots of like going back and forth and like lots of tension and that sort of thing, which I love for you. And with the Knight of Cups as well, it is, again, there is like, it will take some time to prove, they might take some time to prove themselves to you, and you might take, maybe you're taking your time to prove yourself to them, but there's definitely like, it's definitely really positive, but it's taking a little bit of time, and that's what I was like, oh, why is this taking so long? And literally, as I said that, worth waiting for. Can you believe it? Worth waiting for. So yeah, need I say more? Playfulness, again, with the flirty, like the, yeah, there's like a playfulness and flirtiness, and finance and career. So maybe like I did say, a lot of you guys are going to uni or college or whatever it is, like education, so maybe that's where you're going to meet them. Maybe it's something to do with like finance and education, that's where you're going to meet them. And if you're not, maybe you're going to meet them in like a learning environment or like a work environment. And yeah, group number 4, this is really exciting. Honestly, you guys had a really positive deck, and I'm really excited for you. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this has been helpful to you, and can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye!